Check, check, check. Is this thing on? Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on into the live. Thank you for being here. You're with the Crypto Lifer. I'm the Lifer. You're the Lifers. Together we make the greatest show in all of crypto, baby! Right as the music ended, how do you like that? How do you like them apples? And here we are, dressed dapper, ready to rock. Everyone's like, why do you look so good, Crypto Lifer? I said, why do you look so bad? No, I'm just messing around. But shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in. Thank you for being here. Hey, represent every single day. Show love, show support. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here with the Crypto Lifer. As you see the big movement of the earth money moving here into Bitcoin, people are just loving the most scarce asset in the world. I'm telling you right now. Smart people are jumping into Bitcoin today. Smart money is buying Bitcoin right now. Smart money is accumulating BTC, baby. BTC. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. And I'm going to make a bold move here. Do I make a bold move? A bold move here. Watch this in front of everybody. One of the boldest moves you'll ever see in the world. In the world. Right now, here live. Here live. All right? Bold. Bold decisions here. Hold up. Market. Bold moves here. And there we are. We're going to buy another $3,000 worth of Bitcoin right here, right now, as we speak. 3K in Bitcoin. And I'm going to show you how we do it right here. Look, USDT, BTC, and you can see I was buying Kadena. Why not, right? Kadena, baby. We're in Kadena at 150. We'll talk about the gains in a second. Ooh, Bitcoin getting toasty, getting tasty. I'm about to buy me some Bitcoin. I got 6 racks here. I'm about to buy $3,000 worth of Bitcoin right in front of your face. I'm buying 3,000. Wait, let's make this really clear. All the other channels, I don't see them making their Bitcoin buys in front of everybody. They just don't do it. It's just not something I see. They claim they help you. They claim they want to show you. They claim they're in there with you. Oh, we're doing it. We're doing it. Hodl all the way, guys. Hodl. But I've never seen them put their money where their mouth is. Even my mentor that got me where I am today, I've never seen him once buy anything in my life. And again, it doesn't matter. I don't have to, honestly. At the end of the day, I don't have to. But I just come from the school of hard knocks. Irish bricklayers, Irish. My dad was an iron worker. He went high in the air with his hands, making buildings. My grandfather was a bricklayer. He built 7 days a week with his hands and his back. My family comes from hard work, all right? And I like to show and prove every day. So here we go. Buying $3,000 worth of Bitcoin. And here we go. Create the trade. $23,383. Beautiful price to buy Bitcoin. And there you see me buying $3,000 worth of Bitcoin. Right there, USDT. Bang, bang, bang. Confirmation of a transaction. And I'm telling you right now, I believe these could be the best times to buy BTC for the rest of our lives. It was even better a couple weeks ago. Adding to the stack every single day, baby. Adding to the stack. Let's talk about Matic 3L and Matic. I see Matic about to do some serious damage to the upside as long as Bitcoin plays ball. It's a beautiful flag here. Even a bit of a cup with a handle now forming. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Sebby Cup and Hattie to the upside. Shout out to each and every one of you. Shout out to Jordan Cameron making fun of my cup and handle. I know you love it, though. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here and blasting off. And it was False Move Monday. We had a short going. I'll show you. We had a short going. I called it here this morning, right there in the 50 minutes. Impossible short, for the morning. We got a short squeeze, quick, 4% gains. Raise the stop, and they shredded it. They absolutely shredded it. Look, it made an M fast. And that's the thing. A rising wedge is about to either create a breakout or an M pattern. It's one or the other. You see what I'm saying? And that's just what you see. Hold on 1 second, everybody. Just had to put a fan on. It's hot as all heck in here. Sweating my face off with the collared shirt, It is what it is. But I love looking nice. It is. I like feeling good about myself. Looking nice is part of feeling good. There's no problem with that. So we're going to take a look at Bitcoin, of course. That's what everybody wants. But I'm still looking at Matic. Cup and handle, possibly break to the upside. I got into Matic a little early. It has slumped a little bit, but I still have faith. The daily just getting started with momentum. As you can see, the daily is just kind of beginning its breakout of this bigger channel here to the upside. So we'll get into that later. That's messy right now. I'm not going to show you exactly what I see. Let's jump into Bitcoin right quick. Shout out to everybody here jumping into BTC. So, what do I see happening for Bitcoin? Well, let's break it down on the 15-minute. Last night, if you were watching my show last night, we were here. Last night we were right here. All right? And nobody knew where Bitcoin was going to go, but what did I do? I drew this flag here, suggested that we would make a move to the downside. I posted a short to the trading group. I said likely to trade a short tonight. That's the most likely scenario. Even though I didn't like it, I wasn't happy about it. That's what it is. You know, I trade the market not the way my emotions tell me, what the charts tell me. And the charts told me we were going to go down to about 22,965, 22,956, something. We press play here. We look at what happened last night. Had you been in my trading group? Look at this. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. Price would go right there. It would wick to 22,933. I would call 22,966. I mean, I was off by $30 last night on the move, right? Then we would have a double bottom to the upside. Look at that beautiful double bottom break back to the upside. You're also looking for divergence on the 15, and I didn't see it here, but I finally got it at the last few minutes there. Swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up here on the RSI gives you the divergence. Even if the swing is slightly down, it'll be a class A, B, or C divergence, depending on the angle. The sharper the angle, the more of the divergence it is, right? The lesser of the angle, the lesser of the divergence. So less angle, class C. Sometimes they can even be both pointing down. However, if one is pointing way more angle down than the other, that is a strong divergence still. And it can still play out to the upside, just something to think about. So if you're in the trading group, you've been given this Bitcoin short last night beautifully to the upside. Even if you didn't play it, at least you would have woken up and known, hey, that's exactly where we expected Bitcoin to go. Nailed it. Look at the shoulder, head, and his shoulder. A messy inverted, a nasty inverted. I mean, it's just the strangest inverted, but it is an inverted nonetheless. A shoulder, head, and a shoulder, and it did break to the upside. That's as clear as day if you took the neckline to the head here. So it doesn't matter how fumbled it is. Look at that. I mean, that was your move. The inverted head and shoulder of the 15-minute broke out with this, bullish divergence here. I was working out. I work out from 9, 10 to 10 o'clock every single day, and then I jump on in to the shower. While I'm in the shower, while the timer's ticking, then I jump on into the live stream. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate your time, your love, your consideration, and your support. 490 people on the live, 165 likes. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Right now, I could hit this right here and create an ad. I won't do that. So come on now. Let's get 500 people, which we have now. 166 likes. We got 344 some odd people, 34 people that don't know what a like button is. Everybody, if you hit the like button, you create good karma for yourself and others around you. You propel others into greatness. You help others understand what's happening in their life. And you could actually create a huge change in someone else's life just by hitting the like button, because the algorithm will get hit. Then the algorithm will search and find. Then someone will click and they'll end up with the lifer. They'll end up with the lifer team. They may be in a down place, depressed. We may get them out of depression. We help people get through substance abuse here. Some people, they've been sober now for a year. I talk about getting rid of alcohol out of your life. I talk about getting rid of drugs. I talk about drinking lemon water every single day. We start this live stream with drinking the lemon water. Why do we do that? Because lemon water decalcifies the pineal gland. The pineal gland is basically the core of the soul, the eye of the soul. Descartes called it. If you go through all society, you'll see the pineapple was always there. The pineapple at the Vatican, the pineapple in Malaysia, the pineapple in Honduras, the pineapple all over the world. It represented the third eye. The pineal gland is the shape of a pine cone. I'm telling you right now, I'm giving you some awesome knowledge. So I learned this through the history of money, through the history of, I studied UFOs, studied life forms. I studied the Pleiades. I studied Zeta Reticuli. I went to the depths of space in my mind, and I came out to find that lemon water was the key. Lemon water was the key. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on into the live. I appreciate you all so much. Much love. And also, we call it False Move Monday for a reason. It's False Move Monday. Every single time they make it look like it's going to go somewhere. Then when the New York market opens, they swing it right back up to the position. When the algos pick up, when the volume flips in, bang, bang, bang. False Move Monday, coined by Anku Kutsibutsu, one of our greats here on the channel, one of our great analyzers and analysts. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here, calling yourself Crypto Lifers. 298 likes. Thank you so much. 525 people on the live. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I thought that cone was a symbol of Dionysus' staff for winemaking. No, not at all. That's the pineal gland, my friend. Way off. New York about to wake up. Yep. False Move Monday. Learn from traders. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Lemon water is love. Lemon water is life. Sam Price is my new hero. Shout out to Jason Ferriani. I love you, Jason. Thank you. Apple cider vinegar is just as good. Apple cider vinegar is great for the digestive tract for sure. Helping get rid of like all sorts of idiosyncrasies in the gut. Clean and sober, Finbook. Hey, lifer in the community. Grow, smash that like. Shout out to CC Ireland. You look good in blue, baby. Shout out to all the moderators here on the live. East Jordan, Rodney Robinson, The Real Dad Bod, CNC Ireland, Crypto Cash, and all my awesome people here on a Monday morning. We got Brian Shrimp making a way back into the crowd. Hey, lifer, love your live streams, my man. Help us decipher this crazy market, dude. Thank you. Anytime, my friend, anytime. So look, we were in this falling wedge that needed to break to the upside, right? You could say that was a fake out. You came back in. This is definitely the top of the channel, right? Once you kind of map it. So you could say we never really breached the channel, or we tried to. We got a fake out here on the 15-minute. Fake out. To me, it looks like we're headed back down to the bottom of the pattern. I'm going to get rid of my bear flag now. It serves no purpose. It did what it was supposed to do. So if you watched my live stream last night, I accurately predicted Bitcoin. I was off by $30. You don't see that a lot. And last week, we do it all the time. I don't even have to talk about it. Just keep watching the channel. You're going to see us accurately predict Bitcoin. The probabilities are high that I'll do it next week, tomorrow, and who knows, maybe even tonight. So look, we're going to look at the 4-hour time frame. We're going to break down the bigger idea for you here. And this is a chart I made a couple days ago, and it's been staying strong through the test of time. We double click here. We're just going to look at price action, nothing else. Get rid of our oscillators for a second. If you double click this part of the channel, you know, like, see, like if you double click this on TradingView, you're going to get just price action. Double click this, you'll get just MACD. Anything you double click, you'll get just of it in the black though. All right. So let's see what we see here for Bitcoin. So I'm the first one to make this channel possibly doing something. And you also do this channel here. See this? Up, down here. So I wouldn't be surprised if we hit 21,900. If we did that, that wouldn't be crazy. It would be like, okay, I get you. You know, that would help the daily kind of fall through back to oversold as well and get a bounce. All right. Before, though, I decided we may get a bounce here off this area. Oh, I got the drips down my back. Oh, man. So, look. Why didn't I include this in the channel? Well, it was a breakout, fake out. And then you can see a flatter zone here. So, this is what I'm looking at. And it could even be sharper. But that's to me, that's a little too much. You know? So, what do we see happening? Well, we have a good sign here. We have falling volume with falling price. Tells us we should have a reversal to the upside. Look at the last time we had that. We had the volume falling off, which is the seller stepping in, taking away the, you know, and we eventually recovered back to the upside. So you want to see falling volume with falling price. You don't want to see rising volume with falling price. That would be a bearish symbol. So right now, I'm expecting a reversal based on the volume. Based on volume alone, I'm expecting a reversal to the upside, all right? Also, the 4-hour, extremely oversold in the stochastics RSI. Had you made a trade here, beautiful pump to the upside. Made a trade here, beautiful pump. Beautiful pump. Beautiful pump. Beautiful pump. So this area on the stochastics has been shown to be a high-profile area for gains, all right? MACD is turning pink. Lack of bearish momentum, as you can see. We're kind of getting smaller on the hills here. And we also have a falling wedge on the RSI. And the RSI is at 45, below 50. Hey, as long as it's in a bullish pattern and below 50, it covers the prerequisites of the trading checklist that I go through every single day before I get into a trade. We also just got low to 23K, but we bounced right back so fast and so hard. So interesting enough. So the 4-hour is very bullish for Bitcoin. Yes, the daily says you're going to dump on me. I get it. I get it. Let's see what the 4-hour can do first before we throw it in the garbage. You know what I'm saying? However, look, up, down, up, down. And again, look, low, higher, high, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high. The daily made a higher high before the 4-hour. Also, the 22-hour had confirmed the higher high. The total, if you remember, total confirmed a higher high. That gave us a key indication. I want to bring that up again because I had never talked about that before in the live stream. The total market cap ended up making a higher high, higher than the total market cap, higher than Bitcoin's higher high. That was a pretty good indication that something was brewing here and that we were going to get our higher high for Bitcoin, because how could the total get a higher high if Bitcoin's not going to get it yet? So, and I never actually thought about that before, but that makes logical sense, doesn't it? So I just want to bring that up again. We'll look at total in a second, and we'll make you privy to what we're talking about. Shout out to the 624 people on the live, 340 likes. If you keep hitting the like, you're going to get us to 800, 1,000 people on the live. You guys can do it. Don't you want to see how you can move the money? How you can move you can move the ticker? Don't you want to see how you can move this to 800, 900 people? If you hit the like button, you're going to help me. If you help other people, it helps yourself by not being jealous of my success. By not being like, oh, look at him and all his subscribers and look at his life. Be happy for me. I'll be happy for you. I'm happy for other people that are shining right now. Be happy for anyone that's shining so you can shine too. The second you hate on someone who's shining, you're filled with negativity, and the chances of you shining are getting less and less. The probability is going because you're lowering your frequency. The first person you hurt when you hate someone else is yourself. The first person you hurt when you hate someone is yourself. Look, tweets are bottoms of the 1 hour that made me want to buy $3,000 worth of Bitcoin. You saw me buy it. We go to 30K and you're going to see, well, why? There he goes. The lifer just bought $3,000 worth of Bitcoin. That may make you think of something. Now, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I am going to show you what I do every single day here on the channel, and I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, and I'm going to stack my Bitcoins, stack my chips, and continuously pile my Satoshis on. So shout out to each and every one of you for being here. I love you all. It means the world to me. You know, gratitude is attitude. Wake up, the first thing I say in the morning, dear Lord, thank you for the use of my legs so I may walk to the bathroom. There's people that can't walk to the bathroom. They wake up dreaming of walking. They wake up, they're in a wheelchair, or they wake up and their legs are gone. They look up, they open their eyes, they see the wheelchair next to the bed. They were definitely dreaming of running, maybe. Not definitely, but there's a chance they were dreaming of walking. There's a chance right before they woke up, they believed they still had legs. They opened their eyes, they realized, no. They're going to have to shift in a wheelchair to the bathroom. They're going to have to shift themselves off the wheelchair, go to the bathroom. They might not even they might need someone to help them. I'm saying, so the second you wake up and go to the bathroom, you're winning, baby. When you walk to the bathroom, gratitude is there. Gratitude, 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 gratitude. I'm thankful for the smallest things in my life down to the biggest things in my life. I'm telling you right now, it is the biggest thing you can do to be thankful for everything. Check this out. I was listening to Steve Harvey. I was listening to like some affirmation videos this morning, and he said, man, every single day I wake up in the morning and I'm grateful for my life. He goes, and every day the next morning, there's something else that I get to be grateful for. God always sends me something else to be grateful for when I'm grateful the day before. He goes, there ain't one day I don't wake up and the next day there isn't a new thing to be grateful for. And it keeps coming. And think about it. Your creator loves you so much. God loves you so much. He's sitting there like all he wants you to do is be grateful. The more grateful for you are, the more God will send you. It just becomes a constant cycle. And it's a loving cycle, and it feels amazing. So you live in gratitude. That is the attitude. Thank you for my trades. However small, however big. You get into a trade last night. It goes up, you raise the stop loss, it gets hit, and you only make $10. Thank you, dear Lord, for not losing any money. Thank you for the ability to learn this skill so I was able to protect my capital. Instead of saying, oh, I wish I could have made, and then it pumps up. Oh, I should have got more. No. Thank you that I didn't lose. Be appreciative of every trade you have. Thank you for the $150, dear Lord. I appreciate that. Yes, I've made 10 grand. Yes, I've made 100 grand, but thank you for the $150. Thank you for every little win. Everyone's so ashamed of what everybody thinks. Some people will make, I see it, they make a $100 gain, a $50 gain. They make a $10 gain in my group. They block out the money and they just put the percentage. And I get it. No one needs to know the money. But who cares what everyone thinks of us? I don't care if you made $10, $2. You made more money than you had before with a skill that you're learning. Who cares what people think of us? Lifers do not care what other people think. Lifers move forward. Lifers believe. Lifers push for more. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. I love you all. So 15-minute is overbought. It got overbought real fast. Like it went boom. It was just a flush of liquidity, right? Highly likely a slight short squeeze that occurred here. And it was. You can see the short squeeze right there. 121,000, 93,000, 17, 22, 37,000, 73,000. So look, a nice about 300 grand just got liquidated real quick off the order book. Then they got a few more longs here. Let's see what Bookmap is showing. What is Bookmap? What is this? This is a heat map showing me where the liquidity is. Look, we have more sells up here at 23,006, telling me we're likely to go to 23,600. There's just a bigger global liquidity right there. Once we hit that, maybe we come back down and grab the 22.6. But we are seeing a big of heat here, up in here. Short squeeze possibly coming to 23,600. Even though we're pinned on the 15-minute, we could see a short squeeze. A short squeeze kind of already happened, in my humble opinion. So look, the bigger channel, top of the channel, bottom of the channel, top of the channel, bottom of the channel, top of the channel, 15-minute is high. So you have to assume that you're likely headed down to the bottom of the channel. That is what it is. There's just that you're likely to assume that. Let me actually elongate that because it'll be something like this. Funny, but this brings us right back to the liquidity where I believed we would go. And it's been a slow move here. The 4 hours been oversold and we didn't dump as hard as we should have. That's a good sign. That's a bullish sign. I talked about it on the live. I talked about it in my reporting and my update this morning, right? So I do see a pullback for Bitcoin now, though, on the 15-minute. Which is what it is. Unless it does something funky up here and does a short squeeze, I see a pullback for Bitcoin, all right? Also, if you've been trading with us throughout these last times, it's 640 people, 400 likes. We have 241 people that got to hit that like button, baby. What do I got to do to get that like button? Do I got to come to your house? Do I got to open the window? Do I got to crawl in the window? Do I got to come into your house, hit that like button myself? I'm motivated to do it. I'll go anywhere we have to go in the world. Show me where you are. I'm going to show up. 23,33333 on Bitcoin. As you can see, it's always on the 333 with me every single time. I use that number as a powerful number to my advantage. It follows me wherever I need it. Shout out to each and every one of you for coming on into the live. I appreciate you more than you would ever know on this beautiful Monday. Gratitude, 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 gratitude. Use gratitude to propel yourself to the next level of life. The richest people, the most wealthiest people have learned gratitude. That's why they're wealthy. You used to think wealthy people, no, they figured out something that it takes a long time to figure out. And they studied it. They spent a lot of time going over it. So the 15-minute could flag out here. There's always a chance for a flag. That's why Sammy Cup and Andy always flags it out. When in doubt, flag it out. You never know. So this is why my scenario this is why I'm very, very accurate. Because I created a really good system to watch price action. I've never seen it. I don't know anyone else that does it. And who cares about me? It's about you and your learning today. I could die tomorrow. Just use me as on your way to the next level. I am just a piece of sand in your beach, baby. That's all I am. Run your feet through me, you know? Enjoy me while I'm here. And then ride off into the sunset with the skills that I gave you and change the world, baby. Each and every one of you are going to become multimillionaires. Each and every one of you are going to change the world. Each and every one of you can do whatever you put your mind to. You can, you will, you are the best. Nobody can stop you. You're not using the word try, you're using the word I will, I am, I'm going to. Try is for people that don't get it done. You don't need the word need or want either, because you don't need or want anything. You have it all right now. All you need to do is continue. You have it all in your mind right now. The ability to be grateful, the ability to use your gratitude will propel you into greatness. I'm telling you right now, there's a reason why my YouTube channel blew up through the bear market. There's a reason why my trading group blew up through the bear market. Yes, we shorted the market. We figured out how to take advantage no matter which way the market was going. But it was also the perseverance of the mental stability. If I didn't keep myself mentally strong, if I didn't believe in myself, I would have crumbled just like most traders. I would have went down the tubes, lost my money, got depressed. No, I didn't do that. I decided to bail out. I decided to take profits. I decided at one point we have to take some money out the table. Then I had a bunch of chunk of money to short the market. Then I took advantage. Then I felt good. Then I moved forward. Then I realized I was on the right path. Then we all went together. So as I shine, we all shine together. So if I fall off, we all fall off. And I'm not falling off, baby. I woke up today and I worked out to keep my mind straight. I drank the lemon water to keep my body intact. You must do the discipline. You must have the discipline or you will not make it. Okay? You're going against the hardest, strongest people every day if you want to be the best. All right? I'm going to teach you to be the best. There's going to be no excuses ever again. You're never going to feel that feeling of lack. You are going to create just abundance. You're going to live in abundance at every single moment in time. You will live in abundance. I'm telling you right now, that is the way of the lifer. That is the life of the lifer. Okay? Dear Lord, thank you so much for that blessing of water. It tasted so good to my soul, to my body, to my spirit. I'm alive, baby, I'm alive! Sorry to yell, but I got this energy in me that cannot be contained, baby. And I want you to have it too. I want to push it through the air. I want it to go right through the web into your mind, into your hearts, into your soul. I will be the greatest being I've ever been, man. You can do it. And nobody knows how great you are except for you. I'm done. Let's get back into the charts. But it's the essence of life, man. And I know we can all get there. And I know we can all live in heaven on this earth. It's here for each and every one of us. Absolutely beautiful. Look at ARK. I put our ARK down here in a little channel. This thing would blaze up 61%. We talked about it a month ago. Funny. And look, Sipu actually did some massive gains too. Axie 3S I put out last night or yesterday morning. It looked like it was beautifully about to pump in the 1 hour. It made 19% gains the next morning. I looked at Bake, was in a nice little channel there. Bake went up and down, went up, came up, down again, but boom, it'll go up 13% gains. Bake on the radar, banging on them. Kadena, we talked about Kadena at the perfect sweet spot. Kadena would bang on you, and then the KDEX came out. We knew when the KDEX was coming out. We kind of had, when you get news and you know when news is coming out, you can use the news to your advantage. So possible short squeeze coming here, even though we're getting pinned. See, look, that's a short getting liquidated there. That's a short getting liquidated. That's a short getting liquidated. So short squeeze, as I showed you, to 23,800, 23,600. We have way more heat up here. See how much redder it is here? It's spaced out. There's no heat. We got all the heat down here. Look, they came and got the liquidity down here. That kind of also made me realize that we're probably going higher. So something to think about. I kept on the radar. All right. So Bitcoin. I do see the 50-minute struggling. However, it can go sideways. It doesn't mean it has to dump on us. It can go sideways right here and pump to the upside. Also, look at this. I can say, that was the falling wedge. There was bullish divergence here that I have marked. Swing down to swing down, swing up. That is a bottom 9 out of 10 times. It was also a very ugly shoulder with a head and a right shoulder to the upside. So bang, bang, bang. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? Come on now. I'm not going to stop until we get all the way to 700 likes on the live like we do every single day. I'm not going to stop, baby. We're going to keep hitting it until we get it. That's how you succeed. You're only a failure when you stop. You're only a failure when you decide that you're done. If you're never done, you're never a failure. Remember that. Remember that. So we're going to watch Bitcoin on the 15-minute. Likely to come down to the bottom of the channel. I wouldn't be surprised if we did see it come down here. However, I'm looking for a bullish scenario, and we don't know what's going to happen, so I'm going to set a trap for price. Sam Price? No, don't set a trap for Sam Price. I'm going to set a trap for price. All right? And what I want to, I wouldn't mind if the short squeeze up here, we hang out, we boom up to here somewhere, then we have our movement down. I could see that very well happening. However, we got to kind of fill the channel first, in my humble opinion. So I want to see this channel fill out of this flag before we make it to the measured move of 23,800, which happens to be our next big resistance. Resistance broke out, couldn't get above it. Resistance. We have strong resistance at 23,800. Very, very strong. All right. Bookmap struggling, battling this area, as you can see, making a little mini flag there on that 10-second chart, whatever it would be. 3-second chart. So we're going to watch this flag for the 15-minute. All right. If we can stay in it, we can remain bullish. If you see us start to breach this line, we're headed to the downside, and we're likely to bounce off of 22,860, 22,800. Why do I believe that? Well, we're bullish on the 1 hour and the 4 hour. So once the 50-minute resets, we should get a bit of a bounce. So it's False Move Monday. We got in-between indecision here, and I'm watching this flag on the 15-minute. 7-minute could give you a little more insight too as well. Trying to flip here to the upside. 7-minute is attempting to do a crazy move here. You could say, here's your little midi flag. Here's your giant pole. 7-minute is almost predicting the short squeeze right now on this little midi flip. That would have to be a massive and fast move and a massive short squeeze to about 23,800. Bookmap suggests that it can happen. Look, they're actually getting less here and more up here. So a lot of the guys came and took their buys and swung them up to the sell area. That's what look, we got scant. We were red here. We were a little orange here. We got light. Someone wants to head us to 23,600. The liquidity is pushing us into that area. You can see it. So that's very interesting. So I'd watch this. These are all anomalies, things that most traders would never even know. It took me 15 years to figure out any of this nonsense. I call it nonsense because it feels like it because it's back and forth. Hard to understand if you're a newbie. All right. That could double top right there too and then dump on you. That's why I don't, to me, I want to see the 15-minute make this flag and continue up. And I want to wait for the stochastics to reset. I put alerts here in the middle of 15 and at the bottom of the 15. These are alerts. When that hits, I'm actually going to get a ring-a-ding-a-ding, 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 and I'm going to know what's happening in the chart. So something to think about there. Shout out to everybody here on the live. The likes are increasing. 500 likes. That means you guys are helping 500 people a day or more. Listen, the goal of this channel is to make $10 billion, is to make a foundation called the Lifer Foundation, to make $10 billion and to give away 9. That's the goal. I believe it can definitely be done before I die. Average lifespan is 75. I'm 39. We got 36 years to get it done. I've done a lot in my 39. I believe we could do a lot more in my next 36. So shout out to each and every one of you. Help me create a life foundation where we teach people how to better themselves, how to eat right, how to work out. The 4 facets: how to be financially free, how to be spiritually free, how to be emotionally free, and how to be mentally free. The discipline, the desire. I use the 4 Ds to do it. All right. First is the desire. What do you want to do in your life? You must sit and ask yourself, what do I want? Who do I want to become? What excites me? And you got to research other people so you can see what they did, and then you can you grasp a little bit. Like I researched Mike Novogratz. I researched certain billionaires. I said, man, okay, I could like that lifestyle, that trader lifestyle. Look at the liquidity pushing us up to 23,450. They're attempting the short squeeze as we show you. Bookmap. I have a link to Bookmap in the description below. If you're not using Bookmap, I'm telling you right now, you're missing out on a great plethora of information. Not understand. Look how much. There's more liquidity now. Again, they're adding up here. They're adding up here. More people want to sell now. All right. Getting a little stronger down here. 23,458 now. And look, there's the short squeeze pumping. 7-minute, we showed you wanted to move. We just showed you this. We showed you this little flag on the 7, and I said, now this could make an M pattern. So you're either going to get the short squeeze to end on the M, and then we're going to head down here. All right. Or even just go flag out inside of the flag. So now you want to see this push past this resistance point. You want a candle close here on the 7-minute, somewhere up in this circle area. You want to blast through, and if the short squeeze is true, then it's going to squeeze it. May not have been enough liquidity up there. If not enough people want to sell up there or add to the sells, then we will eventually hit our top for that temporary moment in time. Wow, 508 likes. You people are doing amazing. Now there's only 180 people tripping. Come on now. Let's keep it moving. Let's get to 800 people. We had 800 people on the Friday stream. We can get to 900 people on the live. Let's progress. Every single day we should be adding more individuals to the live stream, more people getting educated. Hey, we call Bitcoin properly for the last few weeks in a row. Nailed it. We called the short last night if you're in the trading group. We have proof. We show you exactly what we do every single day here. We called Matic. It didn't work out yet. But give that some patience. You'd be surprised where that trade might end up in your hands. You never know. And again, I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do here should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. 7 minutes still has legs. See, I saw this little flip. See that little flip on the stochastics? That just told me we could get a move. Crazy, right? I'll teach you what time frames to watch for confirmation. I'll teach you how to look at the bigger time frames so you can see, okay, where we're at. And then I'll show you how to watch certain time frames for confirmation. Certain time frames are going to give you the confirmation so that you can then be confident in your trade. You also go on a right click here and hit countdown to bar close. You want to know where these bars close. In 7 minutes, in 1 second, this bar will close. Look, it just closed actually. And another bar just opened another 7 minutes. And that was a nice candle close. We want to see this next 7-minute candle close above this line here. Above the 23,487 area. All right. That's what we're looking for. We get that. Short squeeze is on. Bang, bang, bang. So this is how I get around oscillators being overbought. Because normally, it's time to short, right? Not so fast. You must look at the liquidity book. You must see where the orders are. You must understand where the most money is and where the money's likely to flow, which is where the most money is. By using the order book in conjunction with traditional TA, You're able to find out where the liquidity really lies, and you're not duped by charts and patterns. Patterns are great. They're 68% chance. They're spot on. I'm telling you right now, look, this falling wedge told us that the short squeeze would push to the upside, 68% chance. They go in hand in hand because the universe we live in is mathematical. You can't leave the mathematical universe, and together they bring confluence. They kind of show you the same things happening at the same time. All right. How many times have we watched a short squeeze now? For the last few days, almost every live stream, we watch a short squeeze and we drink short squeeze orange juice together, do we not? So this is interesting. I want to see this candle just, all right. Now there's other catalysts to the day here. We're going to look at the dollar index, the DXY. That is dumping right now. Beautiful sign. We want to see that continue to dump. Right now, look at the 1 hour just hit resistance, made a little bit of a side M and didn't get above the zone. Also, falling wedges, when they break to the downside, they break down like bad, nasty. I would like to see the dollar just drop completely to 103 here. We had huge resistance at this level at 109. They tried to push it, right? Crypto Savvy claims we're still in the parabola. As I looked at his tweet today, let me see what you know. Yeah, I definitely have a parabola drawn. I'd actually even started like right here. And look, I'll do a group for you here. So what you want to do is you want to group everything, right click it, create a group of drawings, then you can take off everything. You can just see it fresh. Honestly, and don't go to Crypto Savvy's channel. He is the worst person to learn from. He claims shorts. No, I love everybody. I do. The parabola did break. He's out of his mind. It did break. That's a broken parabola because bounce, bounce, bounce. It did, because if you go here, you have to make such a gap that it's not a parabola anymore. When you touch the parabola cleanly, it did break. So it did break, Crypto Savvy. It did. So the dollar index did break the parabola. In fact, for sure, without a doubt in my mind. Look at that. He's probably doing this, and he's like, no. Well, I don't know what he's trying to like. It did, because it definitely broke the parabola. You can feel the push-up. I'll go on record saying it broke the parabola. He's like, I don't know what chart you guys are looking at. I got a bone to pick with this dude because actually, I don't have a bone to pick. I love everybody. Let's just have fun and show different stuff together. How's that? DXY parabola broke. For sure. And I'm on that side. So I'm jumping on that. My TA says it did. There's been some controversy on there recently, you know. See, I stand by what I do 100%. I have so much of a backbone that when I see people that have like small vertebrae, it affects me because I'm just like, you got to stand by what you believe in. You know what I'm saying? Every single day of the week. Dollar index falling to the downside. That is beautiful. Beautiful. All right. So the parabola did break, in my humble opinion. That's been some controversy online recently. And I mean, that's a falling wedge. It's breaking to the downside, and it's breaking this. It's also breaking this beautiful trend. Bounce, bounce. I mean, that's a trend line that is definitely being broken. So you could even forget the parabola. This trend line is falling. You know? Measured move is down here to about 103 for the dollar. The 1 hour just decided it was going to dump too. Look at this. There's an M right there. I also have 5 indicators that tell me the bottom is in for Bitcoin. I'm buying it up. I'm not going to wait till everyone else gets it in. I'm buying as much Bitcoin as I can now. Now. We do see some bullish divergence here on the 1 hour. We see swing up, swing down. Let's hope it gets negated. Right now we are pushing down. I want to see a dump here to the downside for the dollar. Let's go, dollar. Dump all the way to 103.41. So look, that 1 hour's got momentum down. Suggesting a dump here for the dollar. Let's take a look at ES1, which is S&P mini futures. And I mean, let's take a look here. They're doing fake out, breakout stuff here recently. It's been insane, but still, at the end of the day, resistance. This is SR flipping, and that's an SR flip right there when you got above 4,000. I kept talking about how much we had to get above 4,000. Went over the big breakout of the bigger wedge here. We did break out of this giant wedge for the S&P. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We ended up making this flag here. 1 hour is pointing to the upside. However, there's some indecision there. 15-minute is not in our favor, just like Bitcoin. So we need the short squeeze or the 15-minute, right? Bitcoin sitting back at 23,420, just still sideways on a Monday. Mondays are treacherous for trading. I'm telling you right now. So look, what I do is I just draw flags. I'm all about the flags because that's how you stay open-minded. By drawing a flag, you tell yourself you don't know where price action's going. The second you make a move, you're like, oh, I know price is going to do this. So again, we want to see the stochastics reset. Want to see the stochastics reset to the downside or even come here and just do some type of rounded move. And we want to see this stay in a zone. And then we want to see the S&P pump to the upside. The dollar dumping is a good sign that the S&P could pump. The measured move for the S&P really is to the next resistance at 41,700, at 4,174. 175, we'll call it. Shout out to everybody here on the live. 720 viewers on the live, 551 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would be so humbled and grateful if we could do that. Thank you so much. I'd be grateful for each and every one of you that show up, that give me your time, that want to get educated, that want to learn divergences, that want to understand what the 200-day moving average is and want to break it down. Why we look at the S&P. We don't trade stonks. Why are we looking at the S&P? Because Bitcoin right now, so far, is directly correlated. However, I will show you something that's interesting. Bitcoin is very oversold on the 4 hour, but the S&P isn't. But the S&P is curving here, though. So it was pointing down last night. It's starting to curve. Like the 1 hour wants to push the S&P to the upside. So, and the S&P is starting to make a parabola of its own. Starting the parabola. I wouldn't be surprised when the dollar dumps that we go on a parabolic run. People aren't going to believe it. They're going to sit there in shock, and we're going to say, hey, we were buying Bitcoin on the low. The thing is this. Some things are simple, like the crypto fear and greed index at 33 again. It was the 33 last night, sitting at 33 again today. Let me refresh, though. It could have been stuck from where it was yesterday. Let me just double check. No, there it is at 33. Yesterday at 39. I mean, I get sad when it gets that high. Why? Because I know the cheapest prices for Bitcoin are gone. The best places to buy Bitcoin are in this dark shaded area. If you're not buying Bitcoin in this dark shaded area, you're missing out on the best prices. I've been using this indicator in conjunction. Like, I'm giving my special sauce. Like, this is so simple what I'm teaching you right now. I've been using this indicator with Bitcoin on the 2-week chart, and it's been making bacon on the beach, baby. So look, this is beautiful. Look at the short starting to make a bear flag. This is what we want. And that short would dump to the downside. This is that same flag I'm showing you on Bitcoin in the 15. If you flip this upside down, that's what we want Bitcoin to do, to pump back up to the upside here. See? So the short helps you play Bitcoin by juxtaposing, seeing the inversely correlated asset. It should look exactly the opposite of the next asset. And bang, 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 there we have it for a beautiful move. All right? 1.2. So we called the short. We got rejected. Beautiful. If you had raised the stop, that's why you always raise your stop to break even. Once you're up 3 to 4, 5%, raise your stop at least to break even. I'm not a financial advisor, but that's what I do. You got to protect the capital at all times. If you're protecting capital, then you would have made money on this trade. If you didn't, you would have sat at your stop loss and then got stopped out. You know what I'm saying? And that's why trading is not easy. It's easier when you're at your desk most of the days and you can trade. Having a job, but that's why if you have a job, you get out of the 15 and the 1 hour. You don't trade these little time frames. You trade the 4 hour, the daily. You expand your areas. You look at bigger support and resistances. So there's ways to trade for a lifestyle. All right, and we'll teach you. We will teach you. So there's the dollar index. There's the S&P total. All right, and now we're going to give you total, the entire market cap of all, the entire market cap of all cryptocurrency. Look, a beautiful double bottom for total. Isn't that interesting? A beautiful double bottom for total. So what do we say here? What do we say? Well, we were in this beautiful bull pennant. We had a point of control for the total market cap. We came down and got beat to the ground. However, we made a beautiful divergence here on the 15-minute. Swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up here. That is so scrumptious. Isn't it, BB? I'm scrumptious?
Yeah.
You want to eat me? You want to eat me all the time?
Yeah.
Sounds kind of, that might not be right for the kids here. You know? You want to eat with me all the time. Interesting. So, I mean, we only see this type of rising wedge when things are going what's called parabolic. That dump of the dollar could mean a big move here. However, let's take a look at the 1 hour time frame. We didn't get much of a move up, and we're at resistance. It's kind of, you know, kind of whack. So we'll get rid of the shape that did not play out, and we're going to re-watch what we see here. Redraw. If anyone's going to find the pattern, I'm going to find it first. I'm telling you, I'm going to be one of the first. So the 50 minutes high, like everything else. So we either need the short squeeze. I don't see really enough liquidity for the short squeeze. I really don't. You see, they're raising it up back down now. They're at like 23,800, 900. Look, now there's no liquidity down here. One guy went to 22.6, but they all just took out their money and plopped it up here. So everyone that was trying to buy decided they were going to sell up here. They switched to sellers real fast, which tells me we must be going to 23.8 for whatever reason. So I'm predicting a short squeeze based on what I've seen with Bookmap, and I've been using Bookmap a lot now, so I have a good intuition on Bookmap, kind of what plays out. Again, anything is possible. My traditional TA tells me that we're about to dump back to the bottom of this pattern because we didn't make it out of the channel. All right, we had to break out of the channel. If you don't, you're just going to head to the bottom of the channel. Pattern stays in the price action channel until it does not. All right. So again, just like I did on the S&P, just like I did on Bitcoin, we're either getting a massive short squeeze here on this, and we're going to get this pump of the length of this beautiful bull on the 7-minute. This is going to continue up because that is the length. That's your little midi flag right there. See that line? You can go to like the 1 minute if you really want to see it nice. But like that's what we're seeing. Another little flag just got drawn there. I know I'm getting crazy, but see, we're seeing signs of a short squeeze in the smaller time frames. We don't want to see this M break down. See, this is an M. This has to break up. So again, the 1 minute's going to lead you to, because if this 1 minute flag breaks out and breaks through this high, then you don't have an M on the 1 minute. If you have an M, then you're coming down here to 1.04. You're losing 200 bill. You don't make an M, you're going up 100 bill. So like, even though it's the 1 minute chart, it can give you a lot of insight. Like right here, look, you had a 1, you made this hill, you try to get up, and when you couldn't get up and you start to roll, so when the Stokes started to turn down and you didn't really boom, you knew so that's when you drew your flag, and then the flag started to break down, you entered the short as the flag fell out, right? So what I mean is this, you would have been back here, using the replay tool, you would have been back here. Total, it doesn't work on total for whatever reason. Kind of sad. And then you would have drawn the flag I'm drawing and seeing it play out, right? Once it was starting to fall, then you'd be like, all right, I get it. You know, I see what's happening here. So there's our flag. I would love it if Bitcoin can stay in the flag. I would love it if Bitcoin can stay above this beautiful, look, bounce, resistance, wick. I would love it if this support holds. That end of that node sticking out at $1.058 trillion. So if not, if this doesn't hold, we will end up down here at 1.04 trillion. All right. So that's what I see happening for the day. I'll keep the group updated, right? I'll do another update at 1, 2 in the afternoon. We'll go through this stuff. So don't worry, if you're in the trading group, you're going to be privy to all this information. You're going to know exactly what's happening. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Everyone, we're growing now. 580 likes, 753 people on the live. Can we keep pushing? See, we're doing this every day. It's a progression. Every day, it's like working out. We push the weight up. No one's going to push the weight up for us. No one's going to give us these likes for us. We're going to do the likes as a team, baby. 586 likes. We almost 200 more people could hit that like button, baby. I'm telling you, it is currency to the YouTuber algorithm. It's going to help us grow. It's going to help us get to that $10 billion Lifer Foundation. I have a huge goal to make a foundation worth $10 billion. I know we can do it. If Jeff Bezos' skinny little face can do it, if Zuckerberg can do it, I can do it. I'm telling you right now. There's nothing those men have that I didn't have. Okay? We can do it as a team. I'm telling you right now. If Elon Musk can do it, I can do it. I truly believe those men don't have anything that I don't have. We can do it. It's all about mindset. Mindset, positivity, discipline, determination. All right? I talk about the desire, right? First you get the desire, okay? Then you get the dedication. You stay dedicated to something. You do it every day. Then you get the discipline to continue to do it. Some days you wake up, you don't feel great, but you do it anyway. I work out every single morning. Do I want to work out every morning? Do I feel, a lot of days I do. I really wake up good. I feel in a good mood. But some days I wake up a little sore, and I'm like, But I play that video, that workout video. I get it on, and I just start moving. And I get myself going, baby. And by the time it's over, I know how good I'm going to feel. While I'm working out, I know I'm going to be able to tell everyone on the live, hey, I worked out today, baby. Did you? And I want to be able to say that I worked out on the live stream. So I work out so I can say that I worked out, so I can spread positivity, so people can feel good about themselves. I'm telling you right now, it's all about working out, drinking that lemon water. I talk about it every single day because it's got me out of my depression. It got me out of my holes. It got me thinking clearly. It got me to the next place in life. The money flows once the mind and the body are in the right place because you're thinking clearly. When you're thinking clearly, you're attracting wealth. It's so simple, okay? Trust me. It doesn't seem at first. Just do the right things. Let them formulate. It's similar to ceviche. You know ceviche? We don't know how lime cooks a chicken or lime cooks fish and all that. But if you put it in there and let the acid do its thing, it cooks the fish, you know? So, we could explain through the emotions and all that stuff, but you know what I mean? The point is just you do what people told you to do. You set it up, you know? So, look, you're hoping for a double bottom here on the 7-minute as opposed to a falling wedge. I tell you, my system may be boring. You'd be like, whatever. Watching this flag is the best thing you can do on Bitcoin, on Total, on ES1. These three things are going to tell us what's going to happen today. That's it. That's it. All right. Look, we just got another quick short squeeze push up here for the S&P. Now brings us up to a higher flag, and we're above this node now. That's a big deal. We broke above this high volume node. S&P, baby. Looks to me like there's a short squeeze happening on the S&P, which could push into Bitcoin. You're high on this 15-minute, but you continually wanting to push up. You can see you broke out, broke back in. This pennant is still intact. The measured move for the pennant is 41,184. All right. 733 concurrent viewers. That's unbelievable. Thank you, dear Lord. Thank you, dear Lord. The Dow Jones. We talked about the Dow breaking out of this channel. Where do we get the measured move? I'll get rid of my moving averages for a second and all my wacky little lines here. But I drew this. And I said if we make an M here, we're either going to make an M here or we're going to propel to the upside. We didn't make the M, so we didn't have to deal with this. And we continued up. And the Dow pushing up here on the 15-minute. Now the Dow very bullish. The Dow very bullish. May actually break out as we speak. Let's look at the 7. There's a double bottom. 15 minutes looking bullish for the Dow Jones. 1 hour's pushing on down, but we had a massive nice move to the upside for the Dow. It also broke above this long-term channel that it was in, and it's coming for its next big resistance. Now, this is all it has to do, in my humble, for now. The Dow breaks above here and uses that as support. We're good to go, and we're on our way to our next resistance point. We called all this stuff. We called the inverted head and shoulder. We had a cup and handle down here. You can go in the past and see how we were able to figure it out. We even called this cup and handle double bottom action here. But it was all savvy cup and headies to the upside as we got through the Dow. And it was a tough time. People said we were going to war and nuclears and just, it was all bad. It was all fear, you know. They're all going to get you. It's all going down tubes. But look, we found a cup and handle with a giant measured move. That thing blasted up. Then we had our next move. We took the next measured move, which was this pole here. Sorry, I moved that. I want to move the white line. See this? This is our measured move, wick to wick here. That got us to the next, where we're going, basically. Next stop, 33,2222. 33K, baby, for Bitcoin. So, bullish on the 1 minute. If the 1 minute can stay in this flag and reset, we could see a pump later on today for the Dow to continue to the little target there and to the bigger target. Unbelievable. The Dow looking bullish on the 1 hour time frame and having a good Monday. The Dow Jones. Let's look at U.S. Tether dominance. We want that to drop off of cliff, right? Because why would people be getting into Tether if Bitcoin is the bomb, diggity bomb? So look, we have this bounce here. So we have this beautiful support and resistance area. Bounce, came close, bounce, resistance. We'd love that to keep as resistance. The 4 hours very oversold, but Bitcoin is not. So look, I mean, you kind of have a diagonal trend line in here too. Look at this. See that? And you're hitting it and you're at resistance. So we want to see this dump. 4 hours suggests that it is going to dump. It's super overbought. MACD coming up, making a turn. So can we get a dump of the dollar? So we don't want to see the dollar index, the U.S. Tether dominance go above this area. 618. It's going to be a really good sign. And then we're going to take a look at Bitcoin dominance as well. Bitcoin dominance. Talked about it in this Kuptil handle here. Got a little bit of a pump, but got resistance. Couldn't get above the support and resistance areas. See that? Just couldn't do it. Kind of went down to the wayside here. However, right now, that 4 hour is pushing to the upside. I do this a lot. I take out these sharp heads that push out of the channel, and I keep my channel intact. I've been doing this now 6 months on and off, and it is unorthodox. It doesn't match everyone else's trading style, but it tends to work for me, Also, this isn't the best, but swing up to swing down. That is a slight divergence here on Bitcoin dominance. I would expect a pump up for Bitcoin dominance. And if Bitcoin kind of takes some market share and gets a nice pump, the dominance will rise. Then it'll flow back into the alt. So we want to see Bitcoin dominance pump. I wouldn't mind if it got above this resistance, but it could hit here, and then we could have a little alt rally. I like where it is at 42. The more it dumps, the better it is for alts. But we also want to make sure that it's... So this is a good sign. Remember, we juxtapose these all the time. And Tether dominance was overbought. We just went over it up here. Bitcoin dominance oversold. That's a really good sign that Bitcoin's going to pop to the upside. We're going to see a massive move for Bitcoin. So I'm bullish on Bitcoin on the 4 hour time frame. We'll let the 4 hour time frame play out. We'll see how far it goes. If it plays out and booms and we don't get above resistance, then fine. But I'm bullish. ETH BTC is another leading indicator of the altcoins. Could this be starting a parabola? Look at his shoulder, a head and his shoulder coming on down on the 4 hour, but could be curving at any moment. Take a look at the 1 hour whipping up to the upside. That's an inverted head and shoulder. It's sideways, but it's a complex inverted. That wants to make a move. There's also a bit of look, there's a bit of a pennant in here. Look at that. ETH BTC looks to be making a parabola. And if it does that, the altcoins are going to fly. They're going to see Matic pump to 125, 130. You're going to see massive gains in the market. I'm telling you right now. So this is a big indication that we may see some big gains coming out. The 1 hour is in our favor. The 4 hour is not the best. The daily's about to flip and curve, though, back to the upside, showing signs of life. Watch this chart closely. I like what I'm seeing with ETH BTC. Yes, it's only 21% gains, but it's the catalyst for the rest of the market. All right. I do see rising volume with falling price. That is a red flag. So we're going to have to get above some certain support and resistance zones. Let's watch the 1 hour here for ETH BTC. But the BTC pair, what is a BTC pair? It's when you buy Bitcoin, but then you buy an altcoin for the Bitcoin, and then you use that to trade more. All right. Let's look for some gainers. Let's have some fun now. I updated my list to the newest list. I hope you did the same so you can find out what's hot and what's not. Shout out to anyone that got into KDON. Went up 300% yesterday. We did make a call for KDON. Bang, bang, bang. Look at this SR flip. There's your resistance. Came back, bounced, and it was gone. Kylan. I didn't put out Kylan, but we talked about it on the low weeks ago. You would know about it if you were on this channel. Luna had a huge pump. CHZ. I put out CHZ here in this channel. It would fall to the downside, not make it. Not every trade I put out plays out. However, I would then find this cup and handle for CHZ, and this cup and handle would bang on you to the upside. Look at this. Massive gains. Never hit the stop loss. CHZ for 28% gains. I put it out on June 22nd. Probably forgot about it. Maybe we hit it. We probably did hit it. But wow, look at that. That's how you hit gains. And you hold that for like a month, I mean, you're now up massively. And this thing is pumping as we speak. Like, it literally just went on a tear. These were the hot coins in the market. The market doesn't forget who is who. So these were the hot coins in the market, I'm telling you right now. And the market doesn't forget who is who. So basically what I mean is when the market starts to rip again, you're going to see massive moves. Look at Block. All the oldies but goodies went up hard today for 20% in 3 hours. Block made massive gains. Let me show you how you would have found that trade. All right. I wish I had seen it, but look, I mean, this is a triangle here that you make. Sorry. Because I'd rather teach you, a signals group is whatever. I want to teach you how to find trades for yourself. So right there you have the tight channel, and right here you have a tight channel. You see that? So right off the bat, you have two tight channels. Here you can take the length of this pole wick to wick. That's going to tell you where you're going to go. This says you're going up 4 or 5. You know? Blocktopia finally getting some legs and breaking through this big resistance too. This is a good sign. I would wait for Block to come back and bounce off support now. See? So a bounce here would be beautiful for Block. These are the areas that would be a rejuvenation for Block. Interesting, it finally made this long rounded bottom and it broke to the upside. That's awesome for Blocktopia. Mana 3L, Origin Dollar, brand new coin, never really heard about it. FRR, we were all over this double bottom, we called it right there. It would blast. It's up about 29, 30% now. Shout out to anyone that may or may not have jumped into FRR. Took a while. We made a little gain here, then made another double bottom. But look how it just kept bouncing up the 706 Fibonacci level, hanging out in the golden pocket till it eventually would explode to the upside. Shout out to anyone that got into FRR. Alpha Finance has been on my radar. That took a bit of a pump too. Engine Coin. So the metaverse seems to be pumping today. In the last hour, we got a massive move. The altcoins just decided to bang on them. And I don't know why we're having these gaps in certain charts. We had an API gap. Makes me not want to trust the chart that's gapped, you know. Flux in the 1 hour. Flux in the 4 hour. See something like Flux? I'll show you what I would do for Flux personally. I find this bottom area where we're at. I'll pull the Fibonacci level on it. And I would wait for the Flux to get back into the zone here. Somewhere into the sweet spot before I get into it again. All right. 23,340. Now they're trying to build some buys down here in the order book. They're switching. See that? They're getting more yellow here. The heat map is heating up. 50-minute doesn't look too good, you know. So, and there you have it. Look, now it made an M. That's an M pattern on the 7-minute. You see that? It is an M. Clear as day. M's break to the downside, 68% chance. So remember, we caught this pump because we were able to follow this falling wedge. But we said that the pump has to get above the previous high. It's very simple. Once you make the M pattern, now we could just be in some type of consolidation. I get it. But now you have to heed the fact that that is an M, and M's break down 68%. So you have a 68% chance you end up back inside the pattern. We don't want to go back in the pattern. We broke out. We technically don't want to go lower than this zone here. This M here, resistance. We don't really want to break that because that would show that we've formulated a nice area of support. All right. We break that, then we're going to have to talk about down here and down here, you know. So I'm still forming my pennant, not changing it. It is what it is. But there is a likelihood now that we drop down to about 23,111. Nice pump of the 7 though, and I want to see sideways behavior. So far, the 50 minutes getting ready for a nasty dump, though. Look, it's already that red, and you're curving down. So don't be surprised. And look, the sellers are kind of stepping up a little bit. Bake. Does Bake have more legs? Well, Bake went up 13, came down on a wick. However, the 4 hour really wants to move. And that's a clean breakout. Clean breakout. So let's talk about Bake. Bit of a cup and handle here. Interesting. I'm going to freestyle. I'm going to show you how I freestyle. I'm going to go to the daily, hit auto. I'm going to delete all my old work. And I just like to look at Bake for what it is. Clear big time resistance up here at about 50 cents. It can gap up to there pretty fast because there's really, once it breaks this high volume node, look at which it did. Every time I see a coin break a big node, it goes right here to the beginning of the set. I see it happen all the time. I would not be surprised if Bake made a move like this. Just based on this, 36% gains for Bake. I would not be surprised. You know what I'm saying? Based on this idea. I'm putting that out there. You can backtest it yourself and begin to see what you see. You know, bit of a shoulder, kind of a head and a shoulder in a way. So the daily broke out the flag. There could be more momentum. It's curving, but there could be more momentum. The 4 hours is in a beautiful flag, and it's really just getting started. So the 4 hours says, like, this is where it all begins. Measured move is to 43. Yeah, 43.5. And now you take the measured move of here, it's all the way up to about 55.19. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for showing up. Showing up is half the battle. Then you got to put in the work, you know, but you showed up. That's the key. You showed up with me. Right, BB? Yeah. 21% gains out of the small flag. 51% gains out of the measured move. Bake on the radar on the 4 hour. Make sure the other time frames just keep you above and outside of the flag, you know, in this flag and outside of this top trend line, and you're good to go. I like what I see for Bake here. I wouldn't be surprised if Bake made a big move on the 4 hour time frame. All right, what is Bake? It's actually an NFT swap. It was one of the biggest places, bakeryswap.org. It was an awesome place. It was one of the first NFT swaps. It was really big, and it was a BSC gem that no one really knew about it. We got in when it had a BNB pair. We first got into a lot of these for BNB pairs. They would eventually get BUSD pairs, then they would get USDT pairs, and then they would get onto KuCoin. But we bought them when nobody knew about them for BNB, sometimes on decentralized exchanges, and then we watched the move. So we could teach you how to buy on a decentralized. Watch it get listed on KuCoin or Binance, and then make serious dough. Like, we show you so many ways to watch price action and to watch how a coin can develop and evolve. We understand the ecosystem. We understand how things go. A lot of the other guys you're watching are just technical analysts. I'm a crypto guy, man. I know DeFi. I understand how to move money around. I understand so much about cryptocurrency, the blockchain itself, the parameters, how Byzantine fault tolerance, how certain coins are made, why Atom is one of the best coins in the game, why Phantom has something really, really, really unique, and just things of that nature that can teach you why you're investing in certain things, what you're doing. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as such. I would love to get a Series 6, get regulated, and get it in, and I would do that, and I will do it at the right time. Until then, I'm just a guy going over the charts, talking about crypto, having fun. This is a reality TV show where I educate you on technical analysis. Technical analysis is a real subject matter. I am just showing it every day. There's no other way I can show it by showing you the coins that I'm putting it on, right? So I'm just showing you examples of TA and education every single day. Like, look, tight moving averages, price pump. I like to get in when moving averages are tight, not when they're far apart. And so every time you see tight moving averages, you may want to write that down on your radar. Lack of bearish momentum on the MACD here. I mean, Bake looking like it could do some serious damage. It's going to have to get over the 1 hour and the 15, but it's already flagging out here. So what you do is you make a flag. If this flag stays intact, and this is just the same flag for Bitcoin, the same flag for the S&P, see how you're trading the same asset no matter what it is? As long as it's one of the bigger chipped assets and it has a lot of liquidity, it's going to look like Bitcoin. It's going to look like the S&P. And that's why we're looking at these bigger assets to trade the smaller ones. Aha, right? So just keep your flag going on the 15. No crazy expectations. All our expectation is that we stay in the flag. That would be the happy thing. All right. Okay. So Bake on my radar, I made it real clear. I like Bake. All right. Watching Bake for gains. Sometimes my charts are, let me make them smaller. I convey so much information in the chart. I want to make sure everyone kind of sees what I'm seeing. And shout out to my beautiful, trustful, amazing lifers. I love you all. I trust my lifers, man. You're great people. And because I have a great vision and a great group, I'm able to stay mentally on point. So I do better in the charts because of my trading group. My trading group keeps me sound. Each and every one of you helps the whole group grow. All right? Remember that. Everybody has a part in this journey with the lifers. Every one of you has a part in this journey with the lifers. So bake on my radar for more on the 4 hour. Bake on my radar for more on the 4 hour time frame, for sure. All right. Yeah, Bake looking good. Let's jump into the chat. I haven't had a chance to jump into the chat. I've been looking kind of in my own zone here. Let's go. Get him, Sam. I don't like this. He doesn't have to. Real, recognize real. Sam shows his hand. My guy's not a fake. I do like this. He doesn't have to. Oh, when I bought the 3K of Bitcoin, right? What's up, lifers? Sneak it in when I can on vacation. Sam, do you, man. That's where it's at if you're new. Work 50 hours plus and my time is limited. This is where you want to be to learn. I've tried others. Appreciate you, man. A lot of people say that too. We're all bricks building a $1 billion house. Yes, we are. Super chats, Matic. If you want to be a lifer, everyone is welcome. We just won't let you make excuses. You have to be real. I love that. I love that. I love that. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in. Now, the gap was something else, my man. Thanks for asking. You don't have to delete this. This guy was trying to figure out something about the gaps, man. You guys are hard on people, man. The guy was just nervous. He did it 3 times. I get it. He did it 4 times. So, yeah, 2 minutes. Too much, bro. You can't do it that many times. 1 time, or you're going to get booted. Bake me some gains. What do you think about ETH? We already went over ETH, and we showed you ETH BTC. I'm real, but still make excuses. Just being real. Not 5-minute timeout for you. No 5-minute timeout for you. Mind the gap. Right? Funny, mind the gap. Glimmer looking bullish. Let's take a look at GLMR. Glimmer. Thank you for putting that on the radar. GLMR. Glimmer. Which is Moonbeam ecosystem in my humble opinion. So look, I talked about Glimmer bouncing to the upside. And I put it in this channel, and lo and behold, we got the gains. Look at that. So I was all over Glimmer, and we hit them. GLMR. Let's see where I put out Glimmer, when I put out Glimmer. GLMR. Thought I would have sworn I put it out long. 728. I did preliminaries on Glimmer. I just started drawing preliminary ideas on Glimmer. Like, will it make a flag? Could it come down and bounce? I never got back to my preliminary. And lo and behold, I should have stayed on it. I was pretty spot on. You know, I thought the chance we could come down here, but wow, we went off. Now look at the 1 hour in a bit of a flag for Glimmer. The whole market is looking absolutely bullish. It's crazy. I mean, Glimmer could it broke out. Now it's above the resistance point. So look, you broke above resistance, which is beautiful. You know, right where you're at for support. And about to make a bounce here on the 1 hour time frame. Let's take a look at the 15 minute. 15 minute needs to come on down. I wait for the 15 minute to come on down and get low. But that's a beautiful trade right there. You wait for the 50 minute to come on down. That alert hits and you stay inside the channel. Look, even the 4 hours ready to go. I mean, that's very, very bullish. So Glimmer, I'm putting out Glimmer to the group here. It's also retesting the top of the bigger channel. Glimmer for 22% gains. Looks highly likely. However, I would wait for the 15 minute to reset before I get in. All right, so Glimmer looks very bullish on the 1 hour and the 4 hour time frame. Very bullish. Lack of bearish momentum. This thing wants to move. There's like a 70 to 80% chance this thing will hit today. Very likely. But the 15 minute is not in your favor yet. Glimmer oversold on the 1 hour and the 4 hour time frame. 15-minute can present better. Can present a better entry. By hitting oversold. By moving to oversold. All right. So you want to look at the 15. You want to look at the 4 hour. You want to look at the 1 hour. You want to split it up and see what it looks like. All right. What I do is I use the triple chart here. And this is work for me to do, but I'm going to do it. Take some time. OMC Go still in a flag here. I wouldn't be surprised if OMC Go pumps. We're going to take a look at OMG. All right. Shout out to the super chat. Send us a super chat if you want me to do a deep dive. I'm not interacting with the crowd today as much as I would like. Well, look, see, the 4 hour's about to pump. The 1 hour looks good. And then you do your next one, GLMR. And you flip that one to the 15. And you keep this up. And you kind of look at what you're doing here. And you're like, all right, well, this is the bigger channel on the 15. Price action is probably going to come back down right to here. Somewhere to one of these areas. Reset. But look, you're still bullish on the 4. You're still bullish on the 1 hour. So when you're bullish on both these time frames, you're just waiting for the 15-minute to come down and you're ready to go. This is my trading style. I use multiple time frames in conjunction. Stochastics RSI, supportive resistance, tight moving averages, right? 21 crossing right here. Look, the 50 about to cross the 200. That's a golden cross on Glimmer. Golden crosses are a big deal. After a golden cross, usually you do see some major moves. So these are things to think about for Glimmer and just for price action in general, right? And now Bitcoin going sideways. When Bitcoin goes sideways, it's good for the altcoins. Altcoins will pump it. If Bitcoin stays sideways all day, 23.3 like this, and this is also good. We want the 15-minute to make a flag, so we want Bitcoin to go sideways. All of this makes complete sense. So Glimmer, one of the hotter trades for the day, one of the most probable trades, in my humble opinion. Again, you do whatever makes you happy. I can't tell you what to do with your life. I will never tell you what to do. Now, no matter what, Glimmer has a high probability of a move. If Bitcoin does something funny, it dumps the whole thing. So just remember that, all right? Anything could happen at any given moment in time. Just be ready, all right? Be ready, willing, and able, all right? Anyone else see? All right, what are we doing here? KDA 15-minute break channel to the upside or back to the bottom of the channel. UFO, man, my group is hard. Badger, they're looking at Badger. Bitcoin needs to go higher or higher to get out of the bearish pennant. Yeah. Wow, look at one of my traders today. Wow, I took block for 20% out of the trade now, watching it as well, watching live now, and scanning 15 needs to reset on Bitcoin and most coins. Then we ready, baby. I was on the boat all weekend, didn't make a single trade. I'm ready to kill it this week. Nice start so far for 20% on my first trade. No levy, just spot. I'm going to kill this week. I'm sure of it. David, man, you're the man, dude. I love it, David. Yep, you're a position of power, which is what we want when entering. I'm still in from the stop hunt. They never hit it, but I didn't see. All right, I just like reading it. Matic 3L looking bullish, and we have a lot of traders just giving you advice, giving you insight. Man, we got 762 people in the trading group. We are growing every single day. Shout out to anyone that jumped on into the trading group today or yesterday. Super chats, Matic and Parsec. Awesome. Let's take a look at Matic and Parsec. But look, remember this. Remember Glimmer. We'll be on here tomorrow talking about it. If it's up 22, you're going to be like, huh, I guess that's the channel that you want to watch. And I like how the 7-minute came down and we didn't break the M. We didn't dump. And it tells me that we're probably going to make a flag here. Seeing some good probabilities. Shout out to the 702 likes, to the 700 people here. That's unbelievable. Look, we got the likes to the watchers. We definitely did it. We got the likes to the watchers. Thank you so much. Humbled by that. I am so humbled. Thank you, dear Lord. I mean, to get 700 people and 700 likes, that's a blessing. You just don't get that every day. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you. And the likes flip the watchers, right? Let's take a look at Parsec and Matic, right? Matic and Parsec. I believe we already spent time on Matic, but I'll do it again, I guess, for the super chat. We already spent some time on Matic. Looks just like what I just showed you. It's doing exactly what Bitcoin's going to do. If Bitcoin makes it out, Matic's going to make it out alive. You see what I'm saying? Like, it all depends on Bitcoin. The stop loss didn't get hit yet. It's very close, but didn't get hit. Stop loss is at 87, below this chop here, right? Hoping we might get a bounce off this resistance area first, which we are so far holding zone, all right? I had in this beautiful pennant. Matic was looking really nice in the 15, 1 hour, 7. Everything was looking golden, all right? 4 hours still looks really, really nice. So, here. I mean, this flag has a big pull. Measured move is 128, 130, you know. You do see the double top here. See it? Kind of need to say that this was a fake out, breakout, and you're in this flag now. Then you got this cup with a handle here kind of forming, cup and handle. Then what I also do is I look for another a bigger channel idea. You got this channel going now. People don't see is this is beginning a rising wedge. We could break out parabolically. You see this? And with the daily in your favor and the 4 hour in your favor, this is likely to play out. So here's kind of the trade now, in my humble opinion, for Matic. 80% gains. The 3L token will go 200%. It'll make absolute massive amounts of gains. Matic. I mean, the 4 hour looks absolutely beautiful. Stop loss at a decent area. Trade risk reward ratio. Is that really a 26-1? That's insane, right? Look, stop loss can go super low right here. Look at this. You know, risk 20% to gain 79. You put $500 in here, and I'd be risking $100 to gain dang near $400. It's a pretty good trade. You know what I'm saying? $350. So I like what I'm seeing there. I'm going to take this one away. It doesn't need that. Oh, not that, but this white line. So thank you for putting Matic on the radar. However, we got to get through the minutia of what we're seeing. The 15, all that has to happen. We could dump to the downside. This could be an M that could be dumping, and then we can end up down here. Anything is possible. However, the 4 hour does want to push up. The 1 hour pushing up, but not above resistance. See, that's just, in my mind, you got to get back, or, you know, and you could say sideways, fine. Get at least to the top of the channel, go sideways. 4 hour is the bigger time frame with more substantial insight, and that definitely wants to push to the upside, so. So Matic on my radar, for sure, for massive gains. Look at that. And again, redraw the chart yourself. Try to figure out what I'm doing. If you can't chart it, then you shouldn't trade it. This is not a signals group. I don't want to be around a bunch of people that just buy and sell whatever they're told. To me, that's not fun. To me, those aren't the most amazing people. The most amazing people are people that want to do big things with their lives. The people that want to make a change. And the people that do that are disciplined, work hard, and really, really push themselves to the highest limit possible. That's who I want to be around. So that's why I'm propelling the people that join this group to be those types of people. Anyone can make money on a trading group. That's cool. Anyone can make millions on a trading group. You can do it, blah, blah, blah. I want to immerse myself with the lives of these people. I want to become you, you become me. And I'm not going to do that with people that I don't respect and love. So if you're a grinder, if you're going after it, if you want to change your life, then I respect and love you. Then that's who I want to be around. That means you're a lifer. So I love my group and how we created it and how we formed it, because it's the formation of the group and the energy that we use to form it that really keeps it solid and hardcore, you know. Parsec, if you could please. Good day, bro. Anytime. Shout out to Crypto Rambler asking about Parsec, my man. Thank you so much for the super chats. I much respect you and yours. God bless you and your family. Thank you for every little bit that I get every single day. So I thought Parsec was going to bounce. It was in a nice channel. We drew a fib. It was even in the golden pocket, all right? There was a lot of awesomeness there, and it would just continue to the downside. It even had some news. Doesn't matter. Anything could be possible. You have to remember that. Anything is possible. It was low on the 4 hour. Everything was there, and it didn't give it. And that's why you must use a stop loss, all right? There's still always a 32% chance the trade doesn't go well. Also, the daily was a little overbought in this region. Not many people know about this coin. It has very low liquidity. I hold this coin long term. I think it's going to do something big for developers. It's a developer coin. It gives them access to be able to do things on blockchain. So I believe it's going to be here long term. You know, I remember I don't watch enough YouTubers. I even forget his name. The guy with the E. I forget his name. I can't believe it. I just haven't watched another YouTuber in a long time. I'll dabble on Crypto Love and, you know, here and there. There's really not many other YouTubers I'm going to watch. What's the dude's name with the E that everybody watches? And he's like, I'll give you real alpha. I shorted Saturday night when it was coiling up. It was horribly going against you, bro. But it worked out. See, everyone says going against me. I never say stuff like that. I say Bitcoin could go either way. People are immature, man, when they say, you called it this. I never, like, you know. I'll eventually tell you that I'm long or I'm short something, you know. I don't watch anyone else, man. Not financial advice. Can you do your TA on Wax? Master K19. Take a look at Wax. What about small cap coins like Troy? It's breaking out with volume, but it also retraces full. When do you know when it confirms the breakout? I don't wait for breakout confirmation. I don't. I buy divergences and just see what I can get out of them. That's what I trade. I don't trade like everybody else, man. Everyone else is trading breakouts and doing stuff like that. Elio trade. Yeah, Elio. So Parsec in a beautiful cup and handle here on the daily time frame wants to break on out to the upside. I wouldn't be surprised if Parsec made massive gains here. However, it was low in the daily before. It popped last time and then went sideways. It is in a cup and handle now, and it's above this POC point of control right there at about 13 cents. Parsec back at 15 cents. Wants to make it move all the way back to about 32 cents. They could do 112% gains. Neither. I don't watch anyone else. Shout out to Dominic Patanikak. Elio, LOL. Thank you for the 738 lifer likes, fam. You are the best. 740 likes. That means we have more people coming into the live. New people coming in. So even if it's 658, we got new people coming into the live every second. Let's get up to 1,000 likes. I believe we could do it, baby. So Parsec looking good on the daily time frame. Not my trade of the day, though. I think there's better liquidity out there, personally. The dollar index dumping. It's a good sign. We want to see it to continue. It's back to Bitcoin holding this 23.3. Very, very strong. 7 minute is oversold now. And whenever that happens, in elongated the M, see it elongated the M, turning it more into a cup and handle. See that? Cup with a handle back to the upside. So this is starting to show that the 50-minute does want to consolidate. So important that we stay above the zone now. But this is the flag that we're watching on the 7. When this flag fills out, it's going to take about 2 hours. That's going to be time to trade all the altcoins to the upside. It's going to be amazing. The whole market's going to rebuild, and we're going to have oversold 1 hour, oversold 4 hour, and the 15 minutes is going to give us a catalyst for entry. I'm excited. However, it's not going to happen till it happens. This could start dumping right now, and that whole thing is ruined, and then we restart again with our next projection, our next idea, double bottom, whatever it is, and we go from there. Let's take a look at Wax. I believe it's Wax P, or is it just Wax? Oh, they brought it back to Wax. No, Wax P on KuCoin. I'm a long-term holder of Wax. I like Wax a lot. I believe it's going to do damage in the long run. I talked about it breaking out here. It came down and double dipped, but we would eventually rip past the target that I thought it would hit at about 12 cents. All right. Since then, it has retraced. Let's take a look at the bigger idea that I had for Wax. To me, this looks like it's consolidated bull, meaning rounded bottoms are where you want to start, getting into consolidated projects. And see, look at this dip and dip. That looks just like this dip and dip. Don't they look exactly alike? That's kind of weird. See that? Dip with the round. Dip with the round. Kind of tells me, are we making a bottom? I mean, that's how fast the bottom was here. So this is what you do. You find projects that are on the low at the bottom of a barrel here. And if you, once I research them and I really like them, I do what's called dollar cost averaging, DCAing into the project. So I buy, like, I decide I want 5,000 of wax below 20 cents. And I buy a $1,000 here, 500 here, and I just amass my $5,000 below the number that I want. And then I hold for 5 to 6 months and unload. Very good way to make a lot of money. If you could time Bitcoin properly, though. Get a lot of new lifers in here. It looks like, it seems like you're doing work, baby. Thank you. My internet is bad today. Sorry to hear that, man. Okay, no trading breakouts, but it's more than only a breakout trade for me. My TA says massive pennant, bullish Gartley, inverted head and shoulder, hidden bullish div, about to break Troy. We'll take a look at Troy. Thank you. We all gonna make it. Wagme. Wagimi. Do you have a video going over divergence trading? Yes, I do. Jump on into the learning library. If you join my group and jump into the learning library right here, I have so much information ready to break it down for you. Divergence Bootcamp, everything. Also, if you take my beginner's course every single Tuesday from 3 to 5, I'm telling you right now, you'll absolutely love it. You'll love hanging out with me after the stream. You get extra time, and we'll have a blast. But check it out. Every single Tuesday from 3 to 5. Also, the first Saturday of every month, we're rescheduling it to this Saturday because I got invited somewhere, and I really wanted to go. For once in my life, I actually took some time off, which is rare. But people seem to appreciate that when I do it because they see how hard I work. So you got to give credit where credit's due. So look, I mean, the daily is a little high for wax and you're at resistance and you're wicking down. Tells me that you got some, you're going to stay in this bowl for a while, right? And in this accumulation zone. Policy, come on down and make your way on out. I like wax as a project. I believe this is a beautiful place to be adding to a wax long-term hold, in my humble opinion. But you do whatever makes you happy. But I believe wax is going to be here, deal with Hot Wheels, NFTs, gaming. It's got a lot going for it, and I think it's a premier project. It's also been around for a long time. I knew wax 3 to 4 years ago when it first came out on Binance. So I'm not new to wax. I've been doing wax thing for a long, long time. Hello. Who is this? Hello. 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 And welcome to Movie Found. Please press the 3 letters of the movie you would like to see now. So weird. Who calls phones and hangs up? Like, who does that? Who does that? I also never registered this phone. I never gave everyone the phone number. I don't even know how they got the phone number. I have a house phone for no reason. Putting it on wax, baby. Put it on the wax, man. Put it on wax. About to heat up. Let's go. Also, thoughts on AVAX. Let's take a look at Troy. And I traded Troy on and off. It's a coin I know very well. Don't act like I don't know my Troy. All right. They got it on Gate.io and Binance. Also, if you want coins that we go over here. So, look, I already had Troy at this beautiful support. Look, bounce, bounce, bounce. It's right there. So, I was looking at Troy, too. I do so much TA that I just look at a random coin someone asked me about. And I'm like, oh, there it is. I did TA on that, too. I do TA on hundreds of coins a day. Like, it's just, I cover the gambit of the market. I love to do it. I'm obsessive compulsive. It's all I do every day, all day. So, Troy looks good on the 4-hour time frame. Wants to push to the upside. Just zooming in here to show you some love. It is at a POC. Wants to break above it. Kind of looking like some of the other coins here. It's in this channel. Wants to break on out. 4 hours suggested it can. Back to the top of the trend line. 24% gains out of Troy. Interesting. Yep. Sorry about that. So Troy, look, I mean, I have Troy here on the daily. And had this big support zone that it came right to again. Suggested it may bounce. It did. From that area, it's already up pretty much, pretty nice from that zone. If we look at Troy, it started down here at the bottom. I mean, it's up 100% from its bottom already. A lot of coins have done that. All right. Shout out to everybody here. BCH is looking tasty. Bull flag, but overbought this second. Yeah, no, for sure. Definitely, you know. Yeah, you know, it's been a good time. And remember, I'm on Around the Blockchain every single Thursday at 5 o'clock. I'm also going to be on BitBoy's show the first Tuesday of every month. I believe that's going to be, today's the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd. That's going to be August 9th. So catch me on BitBoy's live show on the day, August 9th. Also catch me on Around the Blockchain at 5 p.m. every single Thursday online, baby. I'm everywhere. I'm in there like swimwear, baby. Shout out to the Daily for Troy. I wouldn't play this personally. It's not my trade. I'm just going over it for a super chat. And again, this isn't financial advice. I'm just going over the technical analysis, showing support and resistance, ideas. I'm not saying where I would buy or sell and none of that stuff. I'm just looking at this. Daily looks okay. 4 hours got room. 1 hour needs to come on down. So I won't get that till it bounces or breaks up and does a retest. Shout out to Robert Meek. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Man, what a beautiful day it is to be alive. Super excited to be here. Much love to you and yours. Okay. Moving forward. Dude, ARPA for massive gains. Look at this thing, dude. ARPA hits it for 15%, and all you got to do is find a flag, baby. The flag is a gem, man. Flag is a gem. So let's look at this. ARPA. See, look, I said if Bitcoin breaks resistance and makes a higher high, most setups will boom. And I put an ARPA on 729 right here. Look at that. And look at ARPA up, banging. 15%, never hit the stop loss. Perfect trade. Bang, 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 bang. So we got our before here for ARPA. And then our after. This is on 729. It's all about finding flags, baby. It's all about finding flags. And then after for ARPA, that's so beautiful. I love when trades play out that sweetly and easily. It's amazing. Before, after. Before, after. No stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. Pretty solid, spot on move there for ARPA, up 15% gains in the move. Kind of made an inverted head and shoulder. It actually made this spicy pattern here. Look. See that? And then it had another measured move. This thing likes to beat up on Bitcoin too. The ARPA BTC pair does well. Excellent. But I'll take away this and this. But you can see, I mean, it hit the measured move. Sometimes it takes a while, but it still hits the measured move. Bang, bang, bang. All right. Around the Blockchain with Lifer every Thursday, 5 p.m. And Around the Blockchain is a BitBoy cryptocurrency show discussing Bitcoin, Ethereum, top altcoins, and crypto market news. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Bond is looking really tight on that 15. I'm going to say that the next time I go to the beach. Hey, Sam, what's up, bro? You don't seem yourself today. All right. Maybe, yeah, whatever, man. Hey, I'm whatever version of me you want to be, right? That's the thing. When you put yourself out there as a quasi celebrity, B celebrity, whatever, a person in the society that people know, people have a version of who they think you are. And if you're not the version of who they think you are, then they're like, you're not who I think you are today. And it's like, okay, whoever you want me to be today, baby. I know I'm me, though. I worked out. I feel good. QDTA with FEG. Interesting. FEG token. Flux has huge potential. Yes, it does. Can you remove the banner so we can see the chart, my brother? You guys are so funny, man. Just 37 likes to reach 800 likes on the amazing Monday morning. Dude, I know we can do it. Let's get to 800 likes, everybody. Let's propel the algorithm to the next level. It's not that, Sam. I just care. All right, man. I think you're a little, yeah, whatever you, I don't know what to tell you, man. I appreciate it, bro. Don't worry about me. Worry about yourself, man. It takes 93 million to move Bitcoin. 1%. Let's get the lifer to 1 million subs and everyone buy $930. That'll move us 10%. We can do it. Now, we really can. Sam is our man. Shout out to Alex FC. Do you trade legacy markets as well? No, I do not. Whack. I could trade circles around them, but I just don't do them. All right. We gave you Gala 3X here. Up 46% in total and continuing to move. As you can see, it's like not done yet. Like, look at this. Just chop. But Gala looking beautiful. We nailed this trade to the upside. Bit of a cup and handle there for Gala 3X. Up 46% gains. All right. Phantom 3L banged on them. Could have some more gains. It'll move with the rest of the market. Launch Brock Protocol. Cello. You know, I'm not myself. I'm not seeing as many altcoins that I want to find. That's the thing. I talked about this comp trade to the upside. Comp banged on them. Up 26% gains for comp. Find it in this channel. Decided it would probably bounce off the bottom of the channel to the upside out of the falling wedge to the upside. And honestly, even if I'm not going over coin, this is you rechart this and be like, how did he figure that out? Every single moment is a teaching moment. Lifer, you got my wife cracking up. Hey, man, that's what you got to do, man. Keep the ladies laughing. I'm just saying, like, dude, you don't look good today. You don't feel good, man. It's like, you know, I'm worried about you, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, I show up every single day, 7 days a week. Like, worry about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure you're up, ready to go 7 days a week, ready to kick some butt. Like, I got myself where I need to be. I'm working out. I'm kicking butt. I'm helping other people kick butt at this point. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. You get your energy so big, you got energy for others. You're like, hey, you need something? Let me pick out some energy for you. Here you go, kid. Go for it, baby. Go for it. You know what I'm saying? You see people like that. They're coaches. They're motivators. They're movers. Tom Brady was like that. He had more energy for his whole crew. Let's go, baby. Let's go. He's screaming on the sidelines. Let's go. Like, come on now. Proud for all your success. I admire all your hard work. Shout out to Robert Cox, man. You've been with me since day one, Robert. Since when we first started, man, we had 50 people here. Sam is the king of TA. Lifer, you got my wife cracking up. Sam is the caching master. Appreciate everything you do. Don't listen to the negative vibes. It wasn't a negative vibe. He was being a nice guy. And now we have him like crying in a hole right now. People really like me too. I say the wrong thing, they go and cry in a hole. I have to be careful. You know, I had a tough dad. My dad was hard on me, so I cry. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind crying. You guys see me cry here on the live stream all the time. I let out my emotions. I have no problems with that. A real man has no problems with crying. I'm telling you right now. None at all. Letting out his true feelings at any given moment in time, because I don't care what someone thinks of me. I care what compassionate, loving people, right? I'm crying right now. I know you are. We'll get you a tissue. You're all good, Sam. Shout out to Robert Maik. Baby, you're on fire. The Crying Game. Isn't that a book or something? So ARPA hit for massive gains. Comp I put out just a few days ago when no one was paying attention. Sometimes I draw these, but I don't put them out. Sometimes, like 1 out of 100. Comp flagging on the 15. No, it looks like I didn't put this out. Kind of sad. I may have been charting a bunch of different things, and I was looking at it, and I was like, it wasn't my trade of the night, but Comp did make 26% gains. Look at ARX. I put it out here. We posted ARX about here on 7-Eleven. This thing is up 61.66% and ready for more. Metis likes to make some gains. ERN, Eternity, which is a good, it's a good project from the NFT space. That wick is crazy. Could have been just someone doing something foolish, like making a bad buy, though. If we can remove that wick from the situation, this looks very bullish. Honestly, I'm seeing more NFTs in the news recently too, right? NFTs are starting to gain steam. And stay tuned. We got some cool news for you too. We're going to give you guys some news topics here towards the end of the live, kind of see what's going on in the game. All right. Lifer doesn't leverage. He will use 3S and 3L tokens. Sam, you need a lemon squeezer. They work awesome. I have one, man. Don't worry. I like using my hands. Overwhelmed watching your show and trying to follow. I understand your comments, TA, but translating your comments into active trades seems to overwhelm. Maybe too many choices. You're overwhelmed, not me. See? Everything in life is you. It's your experience. If you're overwhelmed, it's you. You know, what you should do is say, hey, I'm just going to watch 1 or 2 trades today. I'm going to watch his stream. When he puts out 1 or 2 charts, I'm going to rechart them. I'm going to learn from there. Then each day I'm going to add 1 or 2 more, and then you're going to learn. You want it all, but you don't have it all. You want the divergence. You want the support or resistance. You want to be able to take everything from our stream. But it's just like if we talked in secret code, you'd have to learn the secret code first, and then when I talk in code, you would have no idea what I'm talking about. You need to get educated. You basically just said to me, do you want the beginner's course? So please sign up for the beginner's course every Tuesday from 3 to 5. It's $99. What are you waiting for? Jump on it today. Change your life. You won't be so confused anymore by the live. It'll be 100%. It'll make sense to you. You understand what I'm doing, what I'm talking about. You want it faster than you can get it, baby. You want it all. And we all want it all. I know. And I'm going to give it to you. Trust me. And you're going to get it. My mentor gave it to me too. It took me 4 to 5 years to really get a handle on it. All right. It might take you the same. We don't know. Eternity looking for 35% gains out of this ascending triangle, bit of an inverted head and shoulder pattern. I almost lost my thought process there. Again, we're waiting on the 15-minute whole market to come on down to the sweet spot. Waiting for the 15-minute to come on oversold. Dude, you're watching like a mathematician doing math, and it's your first day, and you're like, I don't get it. Of course you don't get it. You need to put in the work, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying I have too many good options in life. V12 Supercharger, it's in here. I meet hundreds of people I meet hundreds of people a week. I tutor, 10 people, and then I have one-on-ones, then we have people in the group. I interact with hundreds of people a week. And I interact with mainly 90% of people of the lifers are this. And then there's 1% that I deal with. And it's a person that makes excuses, and I can hear it in their voice. They're just constantly finding ways to make excuses. Someone was in my trading group last week. Sam posts a bunch of stuff. It's here, it's there. I can't. Excuse makers, man. Blaming other people for why they using the word can't. I don't know. You got to change your language. You've been formatted to act this way. You've been watching movies. They've put languages and ideas and thoughts and actions in your mind to make you an unproductive person. I'm seriously, to make it hard for you to become in the top 1%, to become a billionaire, a multimillionaire. They don't want you to become in the 1%, all right? So they brainwashed you since day one with colors, with shapes, with support, with subconscious tells to keep you locked in. I'm telling you right now. You got Katie right. I did. Thank you. People don't realize how important a mentor is. If you find one, hang on for dear life. Shout out to Subconscious. Yeah, I found like one in my whole life, 1 or 2. Like they're few and far between. You don't find a lot of people that are willing to give their all to everybody. You just don't see it. It doesn't happen a lot. I don't care how much money they're making. I don't care what's going on. I'm showing up every single day, motivating myself, motivating each and every one of you. It's not easy. It's not easy every single day to put myself out there 7 days a week. I was at a friend's house last week, and he said, can you come for the weekend? I said, I'd love to. Do you have Wi-Fi? I have to do my show. And they're like, oh, we want to go to dinner at 8. I said, I can't. I'm going to do my show at that time. So they cooked dinner for me anyway. I pushed my show a little later, and we made it work, But and it looked like I was rude. Everyone else is sitting at dinner. I had an issue with my tech, so I didn't go to dinner for 5 minutes, and they're all eating. Like, Sam, dinner's ready. And I'm like, and I can't explain to them, like, I'm just so into my work. But still, that's I sacrificed a lot of my life for this live stream and for YouTube. I did. Some people may not want to make the sacrifice I made. Yes, you can see the success. Yes, you can see the love, but there came with a lot of sacrifice to get here, and every day. Yeah, I'm going to see my parents again. I constantly have to bring equipment everywhere I go. My life is constant. I need to feed the charts, and I need to feed my group. It's the most important part of my life. If I don't, we will crumble. The lifers won't be as strong. We won't have the love. We won't have the success. I must search through the coins every day. It's a constant battle. It never stops. But I love it each and every day because I love the testimonials that I get. I love the feedback that I get. And I love the progression of the people in the group. It means the world to me. It means the absolute world to me. So remember, cherish your wins. Cut off your losses fast. and let things fly. So the whole market's waiting on a reset on the 15-minute. That's what the whole market's doing right now. It is what it is, right? I want to see that dump on the dollar. And can you believe we're still really where we were at the beginning of the live? I mean, we actually had 23K, and then we bounced back. Let's take a look at that, and you can tell this is why. And now I have a system. I'm watching this little flag here, falling wedge flag, whatever you want to call it. It's doing good. The 7-minute is holding it. Look at that. Is a shoulder head and a shoulder slightly. 15 minutes starting to do its thing. Is it curving? Touching the 21. This is the flag that I wanted. We started with no flag. Remember at the beginning of the live, use the replay tool. I'll teach you the replay tool too. No one teaches anyone that. I don't see anybody use the replay tool ever. I'll be tight when I see so many YouTubers biting what I do because I put it out there. But it is that's the one thing of putting out a lot of information. You're going to see some people take it, you know, and honestly, you don't own information. Everyone gets to take it. That's the beauty of it. And that's where, see, people that hold their information, it's insecurity. Oh, I want to sell all this. I don't want to give it out on my live. So the group wouldn't be so big if I didn't give out so much free information. At one point, I had to break through my insecurities and realize that I would keep getting blessed with more gems and God would help me. And that people would want to stay in the channel, stay in the group, right? You can't live in fear. I could have lived in fear in so many ways, shapes, and forms that I did not. I pushed forward. I was in the pandemic, lost my job, lost my life, but I pushed forward. I did not stop. You see what I'm saying? I did not stop. Bitcoin dumping now. 15-minute does want to dump on you. 7-minute can try to hold us down here. Stop the dumpage. Stop the dumpage. And look, we're at a line in the sand right now. We really are. Look, previous resistance becomes new support. Resistance. We're at that support line right there. Route, thank you. Your sacrifice is obvious. Thank you, Crypto Rambler. I always wondered that, man. People could see that, right? It's like his life is never going to be the same. My life isn't the same. I don't get to go. Someone doesn't call me on a Saturday night. I don't get to go out like you do. I don't get to go wherever I want. I don't. Like, I am here every day of my life. Like, until something changes, until something moves, until I decide to do something different. Or we make a big team and we do maybe a collaboration kind of like BitBoy does. But yeah. Route, your sacrifice is obvious. Let's take a look at ROTUE, Route. Route was in a beautiful tight channel, fell out of the channel, made a big divergence there on the 7-minute. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a liquidity grab. They went and got all the stop losses. And they're just going to rip it back to the upside. I wouldn't be surprised. Let's take a look at the 1 hour for Route. It dumped to the downside, though. Look at that. 1 hour pushing up with bullish divergence. That's like a rounded top, though. It's nasty price action. Doesn't give you any, it's like, oh, I like that. You could be doing this. You have your first higher high, higher low there. And you're going to break out of the channel to the upside. I'm just OCD for clean price action, and that price action is just not that clean. I can see Route breaking out. Let's take a look at the 4 hour time frame. 4 hours says you're spent with a higher low, and you definitely want to make a move to the upside. Slight hidden bullish there a little bit. Not really perfect, but interesting. I could see Route make a move to the upside. However, I like that channel, and we fell out of the channel, I'd play that. I got stopped out of that trade. Some great NFT projects on Cardano still under the radar. When are we getting merch, baby? I know, man. We're like, we got to pull the trigger on. Can you check out C-War when you have a chance? Thanks, bro. Shout out to Jeff Brown in the game. Shout out to $4.99, Jeff. Thank you so much for your $5 donation. It's very nice of you, Jeff. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. That is super cool to be good at stone. Mana procreation. I have to take the beginner's course. Lifer took my comments as negative remarks. It's not. It was my recognition that the info flowing is overwhelming me and that I need to focus. I didn't take it as negative. See, you thought it was negative. I didn't take it. Nothing is negative, my friend. That's your adding negative. It's not negative. You're overwhelmed. I said you're overwhelmed. You're overwhelmed because you want it all. I said you got to get the education. It's not negative when I tell someone they get an education. Mana price action, please. Don't use the word negative, man, here on the channel. Nothing is negative. Be positive at all times. Project positivity. When you even use the word, you bring more. You don't even want to use the word. You want to be using positive words at all times. All right. Dan, we love you, Dan, and I'm here for you, Dan. Don't worry. We got you, buddy. We got you. Route could make a beautiful pump to the upside. I would expect it as such based on the 4-hour time frame and based on what Bitcoin's about to do. So if Bitcoin does damage, Route will also do some damage. All right. Let's get out of the show, back into the bigger idea here. Clayton just keeps banging on him, man, or the Kylan Network. Check out, search on YouTube, Charles Bukowski's poem, Go All the Way. Yep, we talk about it all the time, man. It's funny that you wrote it out. Devoted to their life, to their craft, will relate to how he describes dedication. Keep up the sweet sauce, Sam. It's funny you said that. We talk about Go All the Way all the time. And I bring it up on the channel all the time. A lot of times you'll hear me actually say it during, yeah, I've said it on this channel like probably 20 times now. And to me, it's the greatest quote on earth. And honestly, it made me cry because I got my life taken away during the pandemic, you know? But here it is, going all the way. If you're going to try, go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start. If you're going to try, go all the way. This could mean losing girlfriends, wives, relatives, jobs, maybe even your mind. It could mean not eating for 3 or 4 days. It could mean freezing on a park bench. It could mean jail. It could mean derision. It could mean mockery, isolation. Isolation is the gift, and I found that to be true. Once I got isolated, that's when God came to me, and that's when my life changed. I know God has something to do with this channel and my movement. I'm sorry if you don't understand that, but I'm telling you right now, God had something to do with everything that's happening to me right now. 110%, 130%. He chose the moment in time to come to me. I said, I need help. Boom. My channel began to grow. My life changed. It's the day I asked God for help, everything changed. All right. So isolation is the gift. And without the isolation, I don't know if I ever would have asked God for the help that I really asked for. You know? And you'll do it despite. And so look, isolation is the gift, and the others are a test of your endurance, of how much you really want to do it. And you'll do it despite rejection and the worst odds. And it'll be better than anything else you can imagine. If you're going to go all the way. There's no other feeling like that. You'll be alone with the gods and the nights and the flame with fire. Do it all the way. You will ride life straight to the perfect laughter. It's the only good fight there is. The poem by Charles Bukowski is so inspiring for artists. I will learn it by heart. To recite poems when in doubt. When not motivated is the right medication. Go all the way, baby. Going all the way can mean so much. It can mean to finish a project. It can mean to do the next tiny step. It can mean become creative to solve issues. On the first day of this year, I went out for a walk. The plan was to take a picture of myself. When I was ready, I realized that I had forgotten an important gadget. I went home again and went to that special destination of my choice. I tried again. It didn't work. Finally, I used the self-timer and the camera. Go all the way, I thought, with the freezing hands. Go all the way. I was happy with the result. I was so close to giving up for the day. This poem gave me so much energy and guidance. The poem shall accompany me like a good friend with a precious advice. And that's why I also read The Warrior of the Light, the book, almost every day. I should read a Warrior of the Light page almost every day. You're the man with the master plan. Shout out to XRP to the moon, baby. I sold all my Bitcoin to Wample Stop. The like button. Fed propping up the markets, buying millions a day since July 6th. Yep, they turned on the freaking QE. They turned on the QE again. That's what they're doing, man. They're in complete control every single time. And again, we're just waiting for this 50-minute to come down, and Glimmer looks like it's going to make a massive move to the upside. I like Glimmer. We got our trades of the day. Glimmer is my trade of the day. I think it's the hottest trade, honestly. It's the most likely to play out. One trade today. That's it. Glimmer, you know. Shout out to everybody here on the live. We're going a little after time, too. We're going a little after time. Ooh, I got an alert on Bitcoin now. Oh, we're falling through now. See? I said if we didn't make the flag, we would end up down here. We just broke the beautiful resistance that I wanted us to hold. We broke it. We're likely to head down here now. Base of the liquidity. Bottom of the channel here. Again, not everything's in the sweet spot. We're waiting for perfect entries for the day. So get ready. Just how Monday could play out. But we're looking for the bounce here now. Or likely to the bottom of the channel. Just because when you're at the top of a channel, you're likely to break to the bottom. And so look how this flag kind of started to break. Now we could try to... Let's go to the 7 minute and hold some solace. Like try to see, like, can we make this still a flag? Kind of in this falling wedge for sure. Oversold in the 7. 15 minutes trying to finally just do that flip, though. Look at that. I mean, this could be this last liquidity grab. Usually I buy into the wicks. Honestly, I buy into these wicks. That would be a nice BTC3L trade right now, in my humble opinion. That's it. You're at support or resistance. You buy support. You're at support. You know, you're at the falling wedge. The 7 minute is beat to the ground. It can't get any lower. I mean, that's oversold in a wedge. Very interesting. So again, right before we leave the stream here, we're watching Bitcoin in the falling wedge on the 7 minute and the 15. All right. If it can stay above this resistance zone right here, which is right here at 23,200, there's a chance. However, it's playing with this area, right? It's playing with it. It's at the very base of the end of this this little wedge here. We just drew in the 7. 68% chance it could break up. We're getting that green movement there. The 7 minute is flipping back to the upside. You can see it attempting to, at least. 15 minute did just make a green candle for the move back up. And we are at that support and resistance flip. We got to get above this high power node here, this high volume node, high power node at 23,300 to remain bullish. If Bitcoin doesn't get back above it, even this area, if Bitcoin doesn't get back above 23.5, we're bearish. You know, 23,500 is our next resistance. So bulls must break back above 23.5 or we're going to continue to the downside and end up at 22,867. Still watching this flag. I'm going to go on a limb right now and say there's a highly probable likelihood that this breaks to the upside. It's more probable we get the break up than down. I'm going to say that. So I did just go on a call. Like, normally I'll say I'm indecisive, I'm not sure, or, you know, not normally, but sometimes I will. I'm going for a move to the, I'm saying the 7 minute will pop. However, it's going to be the same thing. 7 minute will pop. Do we make an M? So the 7 minute has to pop and the 15 minute, and we got to get above 23. So the 7 minute needs to pop, which is likely. But once it pops, we then have to get above 23.5. If we don't get above 23.5, all of this is a wrap, and we just go back down the tube. So shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. I'll be back tomorrow for another awesome live stream. I appreciate each and every one of you for getting the education, for staying here, for supporting me, for helping my movement wherever we go, wherever this ends up taking us, because it's not going to stop here with just this show. There's so much more coming for us as a whole, as a group, and I can't wait to see who jumps on the ship to Mars with me. So shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you so much. It's you that makes this channel. It's the likes that propelled us. Look, there's 791 likes. Are you kidding me? 791 likes. Are you kidding me? You know? Like, let's just do a quick experiment here, right? Just before I go, one quick experiment. We'll find like a giant channel that's like been doing big numbers, right? And we'll look at like one of their bigger videos. So check this out. I mean, I'm looking at Altcoin Daily right now, right? Look at this. 5,000 likes. Not too shabby, right? Today we got 800 likes. I mean, we got 1/5 of the likes, right? Almost. Let's do the math. Let's do the math. Today we're at 809 likes, right? Divided by 5,200. So we got 15% of the likes today, right? 15%. Now, if you times my channel, 30,000, let's just do it right. 31,600 times 15. Actually, no, times like 15%. I'm doing the math. We're doing amazing. My whole point of the story is our retention is amazing. We have a fifth of the likes almost. We have like a sixth of the likes, right? And they have way more subscribers, 1.2 million. We only have 30,000. So how do we have a fifth of the likes? So it tells me that we're doing something unbelievable that I haven't seen on any other channel. So if you're a lifer, you're going to see something amazing. We're going to take over the industry. Get ready. This is just the beginning, my friends. I seen someone screaming about mana. All right, I'll go over mana real quick before we jump out of here. Because I don't want you to cry, man, No, it sounds like you're crying over there. Like, mana, mana. So let's just check out mana for you. Had a nice pump yesterday above everything else. Did a beautiful move, right? Was in this beautiful falling wedge. You can see these decentralized coins are starting to pump. Has a beautiful measured move. Again, 15 minutes falling off. You put the flag on the 15, just like I showed you on all the other times. Project your flag. If you stay in the flag when the 15-minute is over, then this will continue to the upside to the measured move. Mana, looking somewhat bullish to me. Shout out to Kevin Baker. Super chats, Phantom. Let's take a look at Phantom. I'm giving with my time. I'm giving with my heart. I'm giving with everything I have. I love you all. I'm going to do the best I can. I work so hard to get where I'm at and to figure out all this craziness. So look, we look at Phantom 3L, and the 50-minute does have more downside. And I'm talking about it coming down here. So I like Phantom 3L. Look, I found this pennant that we're in, waiting for it to come on down for a massive move to the upside. 1 hour is still overbought too, though. So, like, I'm not touching this till this cools off. Phantom 3L. All right. Or this is Phantom, not even Phantom 3L. All right. It isn't a big consolidated move here. And if it gets tighter and tighter, I do see Phantom going all the way back up to 56 cents. Bless Sam. Thank you. Cardano Row. Keep on going. 24-hour stream. Mana is a great Mexican band. They sound like the Police. Bullish divergence on the likes to the subscription ratio. No one better than you. Shout out to Blockchain Brawler. Shout out to everyone in the game. Greets from Germany to Sam and the whole Lifer gang. I wish Sam could stream 24/7. When the stream is over, life seems to hit hard. I love this group. Hey, man, one day you're going to live with me, maybe. I'll have a commune, and we can all live together. I'll have a bunch of houses in a big area. We can all hang out together, man. That's my dream, too. So we can trade together. We can do it all. All right, everyone, thank you so much for being here. I'm out for the night. I'm out for the day. I'll be posting other charts, going over Bitcoin, and doing updates throughout the day if you're in the trading group. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all. Have a great day. Remember, crypto is life, and this stream's about you. It's not really about me. It's about you. And thank you so much for everything you do, because without you, where would we be? Crypto is life. I'll see you tomorrow on the next live. Be safe. I love you.